in Southeastern Europe and in Balkans. Average annual temperatures are rising, as well as the number of extreme climate and meteorological events is also rising. You have more extreme precipitation events. So for a short period of time, you get a lot of rain. And then you have a long periods without any rain. And then you have 2 days with extreme amount of rain. You have enough precipitation if you look at throughout the year. But if you look through the months, you will see that summer months are lacking precipitation, and for example, winter months are getting more precipitation. And during summer months, you get the precipitation from those extreme events. A large amounts are precipitation in a small time. When you look at the aridity trends in Vojvodina, you will find no aridity. Because if you look at the precipitation, it stays the same during the 50 years. What it changes its frequency and distribution through the months.
Traditionally, in Serbia, we had a continental precipitation regime with the highest precipitation amount in summer months, in June, July. But now, even now, it is observed that summer months are drying. Interannual distribution of precipitation is changing toward Mediterranean type of precipitation regime.
There are more sunny days and more days which are very hot during the summer. But on the opposite side, there are much more colder days with the ice and the frost during the winter, which is making the situation that most people didn't actually experience it ever. Even the older, large quantity of water, in some cases up to 50 liters per square meter in one day, are causing, first of all, damages to the agricultural fields.
Vojvodina is actually an agricultural area, and every extreme climate event has its effect on people through agriculture and agricultural land. Because when you have extreme precipitation, it could lead to floods and to inland excess waters staying on the surface of agricultural lands, and it can destroy crops.
Rain that comes in a short amount of time is not suitable for agriculture because a lot of that water does not go into the soil. So that means that plants are very often under the water stress and heat stress.
Land is very fertile here. Due to the strong winds, superficial layer of the soil, which is the richest in humus, is becoming thinner and thinner. The strong winds are actually blowing away the humus, especially in the landscapes, in the areas which are most of the Vojvodina provinces like that, where there are no systematic planting of trees, and the tree breaks, because the trees during the summer storms, especially poplar plantations, are becoming actually the ones that are suffering the biggest damages.
We had very strong droughts in 2012 and 2017 when we had more than 50% decrease in yield of crops such as maize, sunflower. In 2012 there was $2 billion of damage in agricultural sector in Serbia because of that drought.
The problem with the drought is it's a slow process. It's not like you wake up and see city under the water. Okay, it's a slow process. You need several months to have drought on stage, and the consequences are not so visible. Okay, the agriculture producers see that consequences, but other people don't go in cornfield to see that there is no corn.
On the other hand, warmer conditions can be seen as advantage for the numbers of vegetables and fruits that are growing in the hotter regions. For example, in Vojvodina we have now a commercial production of figs. Fig is really Mediterranean plant, and figs in Vojvodina can grow very well.